Child welfare systems in 2 states are also under fire. Let's get right to 5 Investigates. Kathy Curran with the exclusive details tonight at 6. Kath?
And Ed and Maria, sources tell us that Massachusetts judge at the center of this case was Mark Newman. He retired in 2019, months after he granted custody to Harmony's father, a man with a criminal history who was living in New Hampshire. Judge Newman, Kathy Curran from 5 Investigates.
Retired Judge Mark Newman keeps his back to the camera and heads for the door, not answering any of our questions.
We just want to ask you a couple of questions about the Harmony Montgomery case.
He sat on the bench for almost 17 years, received many awards, and can be seen in this video encouraging kids to stay in school.
We can raise the educational achievement of your children.
But sources tell 5 Investigates Newman is at the center of the troubling case involving 7-year-old Harmony Montgomery, who has been missing for 2 years. He was the first justice of the Essex County Juvenile Court in 2019 when he made the controversial ruling in Harmony's case, granting her father, Adam, who was living in New Hampshire, custody of the little girl. Records show Adam Montgomery had criminal histories in Massachusetts and New Hampshire and served several years behind bars before regaining custody. His convictions include criminal threatening, assault, armed robbery, and assault with intent to murder for shooting a man he was buying heroin from in the face. Now he faces child endangerment and assault charges for hitting Harmony.
This is an appalling decision.
Child advocate Maureen Flatley says it should have been obvious that placing Harmony with her dad would put her in harm's way.
If anybody suggested that this child might be appropriately placed with a father that had a criminal record that included shooting somebody, they really need to have their head examined.
Harmony had been in the custody of the Massachusetts Department of Children and Families. 5 Investigates has learned the case was being handled out of DCF's Haverhill office. When a child in state custody is being placed in a home across state lines, the Interstate Compact for the Placement of Children, or ICPC, comes into play. The agreement would have triggered New Hampshire's Division of Children, Youth, and Families to ensure the home and the caregiver can meet the child's needs, to put services in place and make sure the child is monitored and safe. In this case, Judge Newman granted custody to her father with no ICPC in place.
Well, it seems to me like the system failed pretty much in every possible way that it could.
Harmony fell off the radar of child welfare agencies despite warnings of abuse and neglect from family members and police responses to her Manchester home. This week, New Hampshire's governor blasted the Massachusetts court system for placing Harmony in the hands of a, quote, monstrous drug dealer.
Why a judge in Massachusetts would have placed Harmony in the custody of this monster that had a record of drug dealing, had a record of assault, of violent assaults.
We just want to know what played into your decision. And the trial court is cooperating with the state's investigation. Judge Newman is now a fill-in judge. Sources tell us DCF was against this placement, but there are also questions about their handling of the case. New Hampshire officials tell us they were waiting on information from Massachusetts to complete that ICPC. Kathy Curran, 5 Investigates.